Been playing with the Nintendo Switch Pro controller now for at least a day and a half of play here using this controller. It's held up pretty well. Everything just feels really good with this gamepad, which got me thinking, what's inside of this thing? Hey tubers, it's Ben, the Curious Consumer, and I want to get inside of this bad boy for multiple different reasons. You guys have been watching my channel for a while now, and if this is your first time here, I usually like to take apart my controllers and modify them. I want to see what's inside of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, so I have all my parts here. I've got my ice tray, so I can put my screws in there. I've got my trusty little screwdriver here. I don't know all the parts that are inside here. I don't think anybody's taken one of these apart yet. Taking a look around the controller, you got to look for your basic way in, and it looks like it starts here on the bottom. Funny thing, usually Nintendo uses tri-wing screws. On this particular controller, this is I got this on launch night. There is a regular 4-head screw in there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there, but it is a regular, just Phillips head screw. So we'll get started. We're going to take it one step at a time. Here, I'm assuming, yep, that's exactly what it is. I'm assuming that this grip slides down when you unscrew it. Let's get to the other side. And you can see as soon as I start pulling that screw out, it automatically releases all of the tension here for that palm piece to just slide right off. All right, so there's what the controller looks like without those on. And if you look inside here, you can see a couple of screws. There's two more here, one in there, here, and also in there. So it looks like it's just going to come right apart. And I haven't had to change screw heads yet. It still has been the Phillips screw so far. So, all right. So now that I got the 4 screws out, 1, 2, 3, and 4, it looks like this back plate should just lift off here, maybe with a little bit of pressure. Oh, there it goes. So if I pull right here, you can see that it's starting to come apart right there. I don't know if you can see that very well. There it is. And it just pops right off. If you give enough pressure on the side, that cover will just come right off. And there it is. There's a look at what's inside there. Actually, it looks like this battery is replaceable here. Let's get it out. There it is. It looks like a standard actual cell phone battery. It is a 3.7 volt. Let's see. 3.7 volt, 1300 milliamp battery there. There you are. That's the battery. Okay, so that has, once I take the back plate off, that has exposed 2 more screws, one there and one there, and one more down below right there. So 3 screws that is exposed once you take the back plate off. So let's get those out. And it's still the Phillips head screws, so it hasn't even changed it to a tri-wing, which is usually the security screw of choice by Nintendo. So I had to change to a smaller screw head here. It is still a Phillips head screwdriver, but it is a deeper hole, so I can't get my traditional screwdriver head in there. I love these kinds of things. These controllers are great. I will say, out of the time that I've spent with this controller, I have enjoyed it so much. It is a very good controller, probably one of the best I've used in a long time. All right, so let's take a look around here and see what the next part is that needs to come off. Is there another screw that I'm missing? Oh, there's 2 more screws. All right, so I see 2 more screws here, one here and one here. So once you get the back plate off, 5 total screws so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's get those out. So that should be, I could feel it lifting here, but there's a clip. Oh, there it goes. Oh, wow, that's gonna take the whole thing there. All right. So you just gotta have to apply a little bit of pressure here, hopefully not breaking anything. So I'm just going around where the seams are here, and I'm just trying to just slightly just pull it apart with my fingers. There it goes. I could feel it just release on one side. Once it's released, it makes it so much easier to pull it over. But the buttons are coming with it as well, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a part of that. It does not look like it. So maybe we have to shimmy those down. There it goes. Just giving it a little bit of pressure. And there it is. Okay, so I've gotten it apart here. And if you look inside, there is a ribbon cable. Nice ribbon cable right there. So just got to be very careful when you try to pull that out. Now, if you have a spudger or some sort of device that can reach inside of here and pull the little flap down, you should be able to get that ribbon out. Kind of pull it out a little bit this way. Get your fingernail in there. Let's see if I can't. There we go. Pull it down with my fingernail just by pulling it this way, and you just wiggle that right off. So you have a front panel here, which has, I guess, the front portion of the controller. Another ribbon cable here coming up to the front. So there is a motherboard on here, motherboard in the back, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3 screws there, and it's attached to your triggers here on the sides. So we will attack this in a moment. You have different style rumble pads here. So these are the new rumble motors inside. They're very tiny in a square shell and wired to the motherboard here. So I'm not going to be taking any more of this back portion off, because that basically is just your motherboard inside of the controller where the batteries go. There is the bottom portion here. So if you want to take a look at that motherboard, there it is. I like the color. Nice and dark. Let's take these thumb pads off. Standard thumb pads. And now let's attack the front portion here where the buttons are located. So again, there's a few screws here. One here, one here, oh, one here, and one here. So 4 screws total. So let's take those one at a time and try to be as careful as we can. I really like this translucent top. It's pretty neat. All right, good. So now this piece will come up, and along with the actual motherboard there. All right, and there it is. Your Nintendo Switch Pro controller, all taken apart. So we started with the top. We took off the palm grips, those slid down. There is your backing where the battery goes inside here. Looks like the regular typical motherboard. There isn't anything underneath that there. So I'm not going to pull that out. Bumpers with your motherboard. Got your thumbsticks, all of your buttons, and your faceplate. And that's it. That is the Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch taken apart. Well, kids, that's going to do it for me. I am Ben, the Curious Consumer. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I am curious. That's why I am always curious to see what's inside of the things that I own. If there's something that I could do to fix it or learn something about it, if something goes wrong, if I get, let's say, a thumbstick breaks, do I know how to take the thumbsticks out and fix those? So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I do appreciate you stopping by. So if you did enjoy this video, please smack that like button, give us a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. And once you subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell down at the bottom. It'll notify you every time I post a new video. All right, guys, well, I am going to put this bad boy back together and start gaming again. But I just, for some strange reason, have a feeling I want to mod this thing. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.